Hi friends, this is Ashwini Rastogi, social auditor. So, as a financial auditor, we also check your social, what you are doing for social, whether what impact you are doing for a society. So, we are only not worry about your financial, we also test check you what you are doing for a society, what is social impact. So, section 135 of the Company Act, if you are a company having a net worth more than 500 crore or a turnover more than 100 crore, your net profit more than 5 crore, there is a requirement for 2% of average net profit. You required to incur for the purpose of CSR, corporate social responsibility purpose. सो एक आप बड़ी कंपनी है, यू हैव टू इनकर एक्सपेंडिचर 2% फॉर अ CSR एक्टिविटी ओनली. So suppose you incurred expenditure for CSR purpose, we need to calculate what is the net profit. There is some concept for net profit, and there is a reporting requirement in the board of director. There is a policy and everything is there. So there is a CSR spending. So suppose CSR is spending is more than 1 crore, you required to get a social impact assessment report from a social auditor. Suppose you are a big brand, Tata, Amani or Reliance, you spend for some CSR purpose, but what is spent, that is unspent amount. You spend for opening of eye or some health care hospital, but the amount is laying unutilized. So you have to report your financial statement how much is spent, and if your spend is more than 1 crore, then you required a social auditor social impact report. The actual impact is goes to the ultimate user person or not. So this is the main crux of social audit. So unspent amount we have to report what is unspent. There is requirement for transfer for unspent amount. If you are a expenditure for 2020 ended is not spent for 3 financial year, then in the month of April you have to transfer that amount to schedule 7 for a specific account is maintained by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So there is important thing, you do not lay unutilized amount in a particular amount account. You must spend within a 3-year period, otherwise that amount unspent amount is transferred to a particular account. So there is a penalty clause is also there. Suppose you spent beyond your obligation, then you can carry forward that amount. You not spend, then you have to spend in the next year. So this is the requirement. So there is a requirement for impact assessment. CSR project, as I said, having outlay of 1 crore and more, which have completed at least 1 year, the impact assessment report shall be get it from the social auditor, set place before the board and shall be annexed in the annual report. So 5% of total expenditure, a company is undertaking an impact assessment report may book expenditure toward the CSR for the financial year which shall not exceed 5% of the CSR or 50 lakh, whichever is less. The important thing, फाइनेंशियल्स के लिए नहीं वरी होना है, हमें ये भी देखना है कि हमारी कंपनी सोशल कॉज के लिए क्या कर रही है और जो CSR में आपने एक्सपेंडिचर किया उसका इम्पैक्ट क्या हुआ सोसाइटी पे. तो इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, you have to report in the board, you also report in the financial statement in the notes to account. Utilization certificate is also there, panel provision is there. If you don't spend, non-compliance of section 135, there is provision for penalty also. So this is whole crux for CSR. So I advise you, if you are not spend for such purpose. If you spend more than 1 crore, you must get a social audit impact assessment report. Thank you.